Hello and welcome to the Blossoming Soul Tarot. So last week we had the April 2023 general prediction, and just like I promised, this week we have a more specific reading. We have the April 2023 predictions, but this is going to be about love. So today we are going to find out how your love life is going to look like in April. So I am very excited for this reading. I hope you are too. I really enjoy doing love readings, so yeah, I am very excited to do this one as well. On these monthly love predictions, I like to start with this specific deck, which is the Lover's Oracle deck. Because I really love the messages. I think they really set the tone for the rest of the reading, so I really enjoy starting with this one. As usual, I have 3 cards for you to choose from. They were randomly selected as usual, and whatever information they have, that is going to be the base for your whole reading. So now you just have to choose between group number 1, 2, or 3. The timestamps are down below in the description, so make sure you pause the video if you need more time to choose. Let me just give you the usual disclaimer. The whole reading may not resonate to all of you, which is normal, as this is a general reading and it is meant for a broad audience. So the point is that the group that you choose has at least a few messages that you can resonate with and that help you find your way and guide you in some sort of way. So yeah, but as usual, I am 100% sure that each and every one of you will find an important message, at least one important message in the group that you choose. But I think that for most of you, it will resonate quite well. So yeah, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if the reading was helpful to you in any way, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my videos. I always like to feel your support, and I feel like I've been getting a lot of support, so I'm really happy for that, and that really gets me going and makes me feel inspired to make more of these videos and do more readings for you guys. So yeah, now without further ado, let's hop onto the video. Hi group number 1, and welcome to your reading. So this is the card that you chose, so let's see what is your first message regarding your love life in April. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Okay, this is a very beautiful message to start off with, group number 1. I feel like this card could have multiple meanings depending on your situation, so just take which one resonates better to you. In general, healing always makes me feel like there was a time recently or several months ago, it will depend, but it always makes me feel that you've been through a certain situation that really left your relationship a little shaky, let's say. It doesn't mean that you were about to break up, or doesn't mean anything like that. It could. Again, this will depend, and it will be different for each and every one of you. But for most of you, I don't think that this means that you almost went through a breakup or something like that. This will mostly mean that you went through a certain situation in your relationship that kind of made you feel a bit heavy and feeling like you needed to change something. And sometimes this doesn't mean that you have to change something on the other person or in the relationship itself. Sometimes it means that you need to change something within yourself, because the way a relationship develops, a certain part is due to to yourself, to your behavior, to your reactions, your way of thinking. Yeah, what I'm seeing right here, and I'm going to read the sentence again for you guys. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. So I feel like you and April, whatever you've been through in your relationship, you are going to start feeling lighter in some sort of way. And I think that's what feels to be surrounded by light. Something, you feel like something is shining on you and you feel lighter. You feel like you finally are feeling better, and you feel like you know what to do and how to react to things. So yeah, I really feel like this is a very positive message for you, group number one. April is going to be a month for healing. I am not sure for how many of you this will be the meaning of the card, but for those of you who got out of a relationship or had a bigger fight with your partner, I feel like whether you are getting back together in April or not, whether you are going to solve your problems or not, I feel like April is definitely a time for healing. And that is always something very good to know, because as you can see here, it also says, feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So that's why I feel like for most of you, this is not about a breakup or something like this. It's more about your relationship improving in April. So I'm very curious to see what other messages this Lover's Oracle deck has for you. So I'm going to shuffle it right now to get a couple more cards. So group number one, love life in April. Okay. This one was the first one to fall, so I'm going to keep that one. Okay. Let me just put the cards here and I'll talk about them in a second. Okay. So, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And only time will tell. Okay, so I always like to wait for the tarot cards to jump into any conclusions, because I mean every single card can have a lot of different meanings, and the tarot cards usually help me to get a bit more specific. But so far with these two cards, joining the healing card, I feel like you are struggling somehow. You feel a bit lost maybe, and you have been a bit indecisive. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to react to a certain situation. And maybe your partner did something that you didn't like or that hurt you in some way, in a certain way. It will be different for all of you again, so just think about what this might be about, because I really feel like something happened for most of you recently. Something happened that really got you thinking what you should do about your relationship, how you should feel about this person, or about what this person did to you. This doesn't mean that what the person did was very serious. For some of you, maybe it was, but for others, maybe it wasn't. But what the universe is telling me is that April is going to be a month not just for healing, but for thinking as well. It will be a month for reflection, And I also feel maybe for some relaxation, because when you feel more relaxed and you have more time for yourself and to think about your life, and about what you want to do, it is, you come to better conclusions, you get more clarity. And I feel like April is going to be a month for you to gain some clarity on a certain subject, which is definitely about your love life, because that's what we're talking about here. And I feel like in April you won't be deciding anything major, and you won't be, I don't know, it's just, I feel like April is a month for healing again, for waiting, because although it says deep in your heart you already know the answer, do what feels right, this of course makes me think that you, as you already know the answer, you know how to act, but you also have only time will tell. So I feel like the fact that you already know the answer about the doubts that you have and the questions that you have, I feel like the fact that you can reflect on those ideas that you have and the answers that you already have, which is what the universe is telling me, that is going to help you heal. However, it's not going to give you certainty about anything, because maybe what you're looking for is certainty about a certain situation. Maybe you want to be 100% sure that your boyfriend is not going to hurt you in that way anymore. You want to be sure that he's not going to do something that is making you feel bad anymore. You almost want him to sign somewhere saying, I am not doing that again, I promise. But I feel like what the universe is telling you is that you already have the answers within yourself. You know what to do, and that is going to help you heal and start this process during the month of April. The process of either healing from a relationship that you decided to end, or healing from a certain situation in your relationship that you want to fight for, and that you want to recover from, and you want to stay in that relationship. So I guess that, again, what the universe is saying is that although in April you can already do that healing process and starting to understand and getting clarity on things, you cannot be looking for certainty. You cannot make your decision or think about what you want to do or how you want to react and what you want to say based on certainty, because you are not, what the universe is telling me is that you shouldn't wait for certainty, because only time will tell. I hope these first messages were somehow clear enough for you guys. You know that I always try to sum up things a little bit. I will do that after the tarot cards again. Let's see what else the universe has to tell you about your love life in April 2023. Group number 1. Let's try to get another one. Okay. Okay. So, you have the Chariot. You have the 5 of Swords. You have the Transformation card, which I will tell you all about in a second, because it has a different name on this deck. And you also have the Star. Alright, so I definitely see something important happening in April for you, group number 1. Because out of the 4 cards that I shuffled, 3 of them are major arcana cards. You have the Chariot here, you have the Star, and you have the Transformation card, which is the Tower, as you can see by the drawing. And you have a lot of things happening here, so I kind of feel like this could be one of those readings in which you don't resonate to all of the messages, but I feel like for some of you this is going to be on point. So I think I'm going to start here with the 5 of Swords, because it's the only card that we have that is not a major arcana. The 5 of Swords kind of tells me and gives me clarity more or less on what's happening here. With the first 3 cards, I realized, and I told you, that I felt like your partner did something that hurt you or something that you didn't like, and the 5 of Swords here really came to confirm that in a certain way, because it says, an unwise choice, there's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. Okay, so what I feel here is that your partner might have made a poor choice, might have decided to do something that didn't really made you happy and that left you a bit hurt and disappointed. For some of you, this here could be literal, could be that he lost some money that was meant for something for both of you. For example, it can mean that he's going out a lot and having a lot of behaviors that you don't agree with. For example, gambling, which is leading to losing that money. Again, well, let me just give you a little disclaimer. I'm not saying that gambling is something that is always bad. I mean, everyone or almost everyone has been to a casino at least once. So it's not bad if you know what you're doing and if you know when to stop. The thing is, for some people this becomes an addiction, and every single addiction, doesn't mean what it is never good. Something that is too much is never good. And this might be the case for some of you. So this is really confirming to me that the person that is with you did something that you don't agree with, that you don't like, and that really makes you kind of question that person's integrity, how they think, how they feel about you even, and what were they thinking to do something like that. So yeah, this card just gives me clarity on that part. Now I'm going back to the beginning, and I'm going to start here with the Chariot. The Chariot is usually about a choice. It's also about determination, and balance and willpower. So it's a very powerful card. But having in mind that you have the 5 of Swords here, I feel like the Chariot is really reinforcing the fact that maybe your partner went through a difficult moment, or made a choice that wasn't the best one and that really jeopardized things between you. But it also gives me the feeling that you are not going to be the one losing here. I don't know if you guys are still together, or if you broke up but you are going to get back together, or if you're still together and you're trying to solve things and to get clarity on all those things. But what I see here is that you are not going to come out of this on the bad side. You might feel bad at the beginning, or you may feel a bit down right now, but from what I can see here on the cards order, you are going to come out of this on top, because I see that you are a very determined person, a very strong person, and that you will make the right decision on this. You will see whether this person is worthy of your love, of your forgiveness, or not. And the universe is also sure that you are going to make the right decision, which for some of you is probably to leave that person. But if that's the case, I promise you that this is not new to you. You have been thinking about that for a while. You feel like this is not the right person. You feel like you can't stay like this. You can't stay in a situation like this. You can't forgive what the person did. So for those of you who already feel that way, maybe over the upcoming weeks, it will be the time for you to make that decision that, just like the universe says, you already know the answer. For others of you, I feel like this is another message from the universe. Only time will tell. And it's all about this transformation. A significant life experience that requires changes to be made. So this that happened here is definitely going to have big consequences. Those big consequences, one of them could be what I just said, and the other one could be that your relationship is going to suffer a huge transformation. If it does, that is definitely going to be for the better for both of you, but whether it's going to work or not, only time will tell. I cannot see that something is for sure that is going to work or not going to work. I feel like you can't be certain of that. Even the universe can't be certain of that. But I see here that there is going to be a big change in your relationship. I feel like you will have to release old belief systems. You will have to do things differently, because what it says here is powerful and often unexpected revelations, which probably was what happened here. Breaking free of procrastination, releasing old belief systems. So this could be either for you, for him, or for both of you. Maybe one of you was kind of sleeping in this relationship, so it wasn't really making an effort. And I feel like that's, if you want to stay together, that will have to change. And also, one of you, or both of you again, have some belief systems, some habits, or some ideas, and that you had for a long time, and that I feel like they have to change if you want this to work. So this is kind of an advice from the universe, saying that if you can manage to solve all these things, maybe it's going to work. But anyhow, only time will tell. What makes me really happy and really calms me down a little bit, and it gives me the ability to calm you down a little bit, is the Star card right here, which is a very, very positive card for one to get, which says, have faith in the future, which says, have faith, the future is bright. Dreams come true, positive changes that bring an end to challenging times. The light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so again, there is not much that I can say about this card. It's just an overall extremely positive card, and it tells me that whatever you decide, whatever is the answer to your questions, whatever this person did, or whatever these changes are that you are going to decide to make, whatever it is and whatever it happens, you are going to come out on top. That's for sure. Sooner or later, you will feel that brightness, that lightness, your dreams coming true, and those positive things happening to you, and the changes that happened either recently or that are going to happen now in April are going to bring you happiness in the future, and are going to be almost like the light at the end of the tunnel. You are going to, even if now or recently you felt like you were in a dark place, or that you had no answers, the universe is really wanting to tell you that you will find the light at the end of the tunnel, and everything is going to be perfectly fine. Group number 1. So these are really, really great messages for you to get for April. We are going to try to find out more about your love life in the month of April. So now I'm shuffling the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and we already have the cards. Let me try to, yeah. Okay. All right, this is interesting. So, let me just put this bit here a bit, so I can put the cards here. Okay, so you have the Observer and you have soulmates. I'm going to start here with the Observer. The Observer is about perspective, and it's about objectivity, and really, in a more literal sense, observing things. And in terms of a relationship reading or a love reading, what I feel like this card is telling you is that you really should take your time, like I said at first, to really make the right decision. Although you already know the answer, you now should take a little bit of time to reflect and to try to figure out what feels right for you to do. Maybe as we are still in March, this means that you should still wait a little bit and think for a week or two until you make this decision and try to understand what feels right for you. For some of you, it could be that the other person doesn't really know how their words or their actions have affected you. So this could mean that the universe is telling you to really have a deep conversation with that person, because sometimes we feel like the other person is really not getting how much they hurt us. But maybe you should try to explain yourself a little bit more and try to explain how they hurt you and why, and what they should have done differently, so they wouldn't hurt you. So really take a few steps back and try to understand the situation better, observe everything, reflect on everything, just like I said right in the beginning of the reading. I don't know if you remember. So keep that in mind. And now let's go here to the Soulmates card. This card is all about love, companionship, and most of all, harmony. Harmony in your partnership, harmony in your love life, harmony in your relationship. And I really feel like this card, it doesn't really matter if it's for all of you or not, but what I know is that for some of you, and if that's what you feel deep down, that the person is the right one for you, then try to make an effort to solve things and to try to give your relationship a second chance, because what I see here is that, at least for some of you, this is worth a second chance. because maybe the person wasn't aware that you wouldn't feel comfortable with those actions, or that you would be so hurt. So maybe try to talk and have that conversation and try to see if the person regrets what they did, and if they understand that they hurt you. And if you feel that the right decision is to stay with that person and to work on that relationship, then that's maybe because that person was really meant for you. Because one of the first messages from the universe was, you already know the answer, do what feels right. So for some of you who feel like the answer is this one, then you should definitely go for it, because the universe has your back. For others of you, this just means that you have to find harmony in your relationship somehow. It could be that you are going to be friends in the future, or it could be that you are just trying to find a way to get things together and solve your issues and move on. So whatever it means, it is a very positive card that really tells you that harmony is coming into your life. And now, lastly, I'm going to grab the Whispers of Love Oracle deck, which I really enjoy using here on the channel. I use it very, very often, and if you've been watching my videos, you will know that for sure. So let me just get some final messages for you, group number 1, for your love life in April. We have one card and we have another. Alright, so have patience. Okay, this makes sense. And love makes the difference. Okay, so have patience. Love is patient and kind, always. So I feel like this is just reinforcing the idea that although the right answer is within you already, that doesn't mean that you have to make your choice right now, or that you have to rush that choice, or that decision. So this really reinforces the idea of you having to take and needing to take that week or two to think about everything and to decide what's best for you and what feels right. I think this is the sentence that you should really take from this reading. All of you, do what feels right. You already know the answer. That is definitely a very important sentence, and I feel like, again, this is the sentence that you should take from this reading, or at least the main one. And then finally you have love makes a difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. So this could be one of two things, I believe. This could be that you are trying to understand what love really is and how you should feel, and if you should really give this person an opportunity and a second chance. And what the universe wants you to know is that love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. If you're not feeling this, maybe something is wrong, and you should try to figure it out and to see what's wrong and if it can be sorted out. And the other possibility that I have is that the universe is telling you that the person that you're with has helped you go through your past hurts, and that's something for you to have in mind. So yeah, I think it's going to be different for all of you again, but the main message, I think it's the one that I already mentioned a few times. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end the reading right here. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to like the video if something resonated, and if you wish to, leave me a comment down below letting me know what resonated and how you felt about the reading. I always like to know what you thought, and I always try my best to reply to all the comments. Yeah, thank you so much for being with me today, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye. Hi, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. So let's see what is your first love message for April 2023. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Alright, group number 2. So this is a very strong message. I feel like the universe really wants you to know that there is a new path in front of you, and that you just need to really open yourself for those new possibilities, because they are there. And sometimes people don't understand and don't realize that many things in life are all about timing and all about you being ready to receive and to be presented with new possibilities and a new path, because very often these things are in front of you, or the possibility exists, but as you are not in the mood, let's say, or not feeling that you are capable of doing something like that, then you are not going to even think about it or think about that possibility. But what the universe is really telling you is that you are going to be presented with a lot of opportunities. There is a new path for you to follow, and that you are really being guided by the universe on this new path, group number 2. And the first message, which I didn't mention yet, I think it's the most important of them all, which is the past is now behind you. So I feel like for some of you, your past is really keeping you from doing certain things and taking new opportunities, because you kind of feel stuck to a certain situation. As we are talking about love, and this is a love reading, I feel like for some of you, you are either still thinking about someone that meant a lot to you, or someone that was in your life, someone that you really loved but is now in the past, and you maybe are one of those people that always complain that they're not going to find anyone, or that no one likes them, or whatever. But maybe that's because the people feel like you're not open to receive love, and that you are still stuck in your past, and you're still stuck with someone, or maybe you're not still stuck with someone, but your mind is still there. And this could be literal, so this could be that you're still thinking of the other person, or that when you have someone new, you always start comparing them to the person that you really loved. But for others of you, this could be about the fact that someone hurt you in the past, someone left you with some traumas that you didn't overcome yet, and you almost transfer those traumas to the person that you're currently with, or the people that you meet. And that kind of keeps you from jumping into that new opportunity, into that new relationship, into meeting new people. And I feel like this is the universe really telling you that the past is exactly where it is in the past. It's not coming back. It is behind you. So you should not feel stuck to it, or stuck to anything related to it. So with this strong message, I'm really curious to see what other messages the Lovers Oracle will have for you, group number 2. So let's see. Love life in April, group number 2. Okay. So let me just put the cards here. Okay, so you have healing, which makes a lot of sense after this card. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So again, I feel like this card will have two meanings, two main meanings for you guys. It could be that you are now in a new relationship, or maybe you've been in that relationship for a few months, but you are transferring your problems from the past into that relationship, and that April will be a good time for you to kind of heal properly from your past and from the things that happened, so your current relationship doesn't suffer with that. Or this could mean that you broke up with someone, or someone broke up with you, something happened, and you are now starting to heal. And the universe with this card is really telling you that April will be a great time for you to reflect and relax and try to figure it out, try to figure things out, try to figure out what you want to do in your life, what you want to change, and to really heal. Take time to heal. Then you have let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So I think this could be a message related to something that I said right at the beginning with this card, which was that maybe you were not letting yourself be open to people. You were not showing yourself to people. You were not... people don't feel like you are open to receive love or even friendship, maybe. People feel like you are a bit distant, and maybe that's because of some trauma or something that happened to you in the past. But the universe is telling you that it's time for you to really heal and to let people get close to you. You cannot spend your whole life thinking that everyone is going to hurt you, that everyone wants bad things to happen to you, because that's just not true. And I know that this is easier said than done, but it's really important that you start letting people in, opening yourself to people, and being more vulnerable. I think that this is the key for the month of April. This is one of the key messages. Leaving your past behind you and not letting it affect your present and your future, because you can control your present and you can control your future depending on your present, but you can't control the past at all because it's behind. It happened. There is nothing you can do to change it. So make sure that you follow these advices from the universe, because I feel like for some of you, you really, really needed to hear this. Because, I mean, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know my idea of tarot and how I feel about all this. And I think mostly is for you to see things that you already know and to hear things that you already know, or at least deep down, they are there. You just needed to hear them, and you just needed to be conscious about them. So I really feel like you knew about all this. You know that you need to start healing. You know that you are still attached to your past, at least a little bit, and that you do not let yourself feel vulnerable very often, and you have trouble letting people in. You know about all this, or I mean, this doesn't mean that all of these things that I said are going to apply to every single one of you, but at least a few of these things will. So make sure you take these messages and start acting sooner rather than later, so you don't waste another moment of your beautiful life group number 2. So now let's grab our tarot deck for today, which is the Angel Wisdom tarot deck. I already used this one here on the channel once, and I decided to bring it again because I absolutely love this deck. I think it has a beautiful energy. So group number 2, Love Life in April. Okay, I will have to grab that one in a second. Let me see if I can get another one. So you have the Page of Swords, the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles. Just put this like this. So I can see, first of all, and this is really the first feeling that I got when looking at these cards as a whole. April is going to bring you a lot of balance and a lot of harmony in your life. You have one card from each of the suits. You have Swords, Wands, Cups, and Pentacles. So you have a little bit of everything in April. You have things starting to get balanced in your life, which is very, very good. So I'm going to start here with the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a very nice card to get. I really like this card. I think it is a beautiful card in all decks that I've seen so far. And it is a card that really gives me a sense of freshness and lightness, and also excitement, because the pages represent usually young people, or at least people that are young at heart, and people that really are open to new possibilities, new things, and new adventures. And it's interesting because your first card also mentioned new possibilities and a new path, and the pages usually indicate you taking on a new path. Let's see what it says here. Logical, perceptive, insightful, and blunt. So this could be some of your personality traits. Then you have an exciting intellectual challenge. Brilliant insights, information that you need but might be challenging to receive. Review all documents carefully. Okay, so I feel like, of course, some of you will relate to some of these messages that I just read for you, group number 2. But what I really feel from the Page of Swords is that challenge that you were about to face. And I think that this is more of a mental challenge, which is this healing process and this opening up and being vulnerable situation that you are being encouraged by the universe to start focusing on in April. And the page is here to tell you that, of course, this information can be a little bit challenging to receive, and that it is hard for you to really think and understand that, okay, you have to do this. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting your time. And you'll be wasting your life. You're going to be stuck in the past, and that's not a good situation for anyone. And the Page of Swords is here to really reinforce that idea. Then you also have the Eight of Wands here. The Page of Wands right here is also a very exciting card. No, I'm not going to say that every single card is very exciting, but I do always get very excited when I see a page, especially the Page of Swords, because I identify myself a little bit with the Page of Swords. And I really like the Eight of Wands because the Eight of Wands is all about like a lot of things happening. And if you look at this card, you see a lot of things happening as well. You see fireworks, you see a moon, you see everything. So there are a lot of things going on, and I feel like April is going to be a very, very exciting month for you, group number 2. At least that's the feeling that I'm getting. That you are going to hop on new challenges, and you are going to put yourself up to new challenges as well. Let me just read what it says here. Too much going on, stress caused by many positive opportunities, unexpected events or rapid changes, the ability to multitask, and business travel. So there's a lot of things going on, and there are a lot of things going on these messages here. So this is going to be different for all of you, of course. There are very different situations. There are many things happening here. So it could be that for some of you, you will have some new opportunities coming up, which really makes sense. And I think that this is going to be the case for most of you. A new opportunity, something new coming up, because you have this one here that is talking about an exciting challenge. Then you also have the first card, which was talking about new possibilities and a new path being available to you. Then you have here positive opportunities and things, good things happening. So I think the main message, or one of the main messages for you, group number 2, is that this path that was mentioned in the first card is opening up to you. Hope is being available to you sooner rather than later. Because again, I see a lot of things happening here, group number 2, and I feel like April is going to be a month full of great things, but a little bit of stress, I have to say, because with so many things, you are going to feel a little bit stressed out. And with a lot of changes and opportunities and different things happening, that's absolutely normal, but it is going to be a good stress. Of course, stress is never good, but it is a good stress in the sense that it's about good things happening to you. Then you have the Seven of Cups, which also makes me think that you are going to have and be presented with a lot of opportunities, because the Seven of Cups is always about having a choice to make and being a bit indecisive between all of those things that are being presented to you. And with this card, what the universe is saying is that you shouldn't take too long overanalyzing the situation and all the opportunities, because deep down you will know the answer and you will know what you want. So try to get a little bit clarity. Try to think about your situation for a little bit. Figure out what you want to do and how you want things to turn out, and move forward. Make that choice. Don't overanalyze. Analyze just enough and think about it just enough, because when you start overanalyzing, you might do a choice that is based on fear and not a choice that is based on what you really want. So you will feel like you have too many things to choose from. It doesn't mean that it's going to be 3, 4, 5 different things, but sometimes it's just 2 things that are just huge and you are not sure which path you should take. But the universe is supporting your choice, is supporting you on this new journey, this new path. So again, think about things, try to get some clarity, and make that choice without overanalyzing it too much. And then finally, you have the Ten of Pentacles here, which is what really makes me believe that April is going to be an amazing month for you, a very, very positive month, because the Ten of Pentacles and also the Ten of Cups are two extremely positive and harmonious and warm cards. And the Ten of Pentacles is all about one thing that I feel like you need in your life, which is security. In this case, it's usually about financial security for yourself and your family. So this could mean that you and your partner are going to find a way to find some security in your life, especially financial security. And I feel like you are going to be at peace with your life and with your decisions, with everything. And I feel like, I mean, it's hard to explain the feeling, but I feel such I feel a sense of peace. It's just, it's amazing, and I think that that's what you're going to feel very soon, group number 2. I feel like, as this is about love, I feel like for some of you, you are going to be a bit indecisive about if you should be with a certain person or not, or maybe you are kind of split between two people, I don't know, but for some of you that could be the case. It doesn't really matter what the situation is. What matters is whatever situation you are in, regarding your love life or your relationship specifically, you are going to be presented with opportunities within that relationship, or if you are single and you are interested in more than one person, or you are getting to know a lot of people. I think that the universe is telling you that it's time to make a choice. It's time to choose if you want to stay with that person or not. If it's time to choose if you want to really build a life with that person or not. And I really feel like whatever this situation is going to end up with you and that person building a really, really happy family. Doesn't mean that you are going to stay together for life or that you are going to have kids together. It could be that. So for some of you who want to have kids or are thinking about that, the Ten of Pentacles could be an indicator that this is the right time. If you have been thinking about it, then this is the universe telling you that it could be the right time. If you both feel that way, then this is the green light. And yeah, I really feel that whatever the situation is in your love life, you are going to end up like these people here. So let me see if you can see the card. As you can see, there is harmony, there is happiness, there is peace, and it's just a beautiful card, and I feel like you will get something similar to that as well, group number 2. Whatever it is that you are being presented to right now, whatever path this is, it is asking you to really leave your fears and your doubts behind in the past, leaving the things that happened to you in the past exactly where they belong in the past, and taking that new path, taking that new journey, making that choice that is going to lead you to this happiness. Maybe some of you are interested in someone and you just can't move forward, and you can't start a life with that person because you are stuck in the past. You are stuck in feeling that it's not going to work out. But I mean, how do you know? You'll never know until you try. So again, let me just reinforce this message. This is the universe really telling you that you have to trust, and that you have to let yourself be vulnerable and open to these new possibilities and opportunities, because I feel like there are a lot of them, a lot of good opportunities for you. There might be someone that is really interested in you. If we're talking about someone that you are meeting right now, that person could be the right one for you at this moment, and that could be the person that is going to give you this security and this sense of peace and happiness. Now let me just grab the Wisdom of the Oracle deck just to see if we can get other messages. I had to do a little pause because there was a lot of noise outside. But let's keep going. Okay. So you have clean it up and flexible. Let me start here with the Clean It Up card, which really makes sense with the first message that you got on this reading, which was to let things in the past, to leave things in the past actually. And the card Clean It Up is all about cleaning things up. And in this situation is about cleaning up the things from your past and freeing yourself from a burden, because when you are carrying things from your past and when you are letting the past influence your life in the present, you are carrying a burden, and this is the universe telling you that you need to get rid of this burden very, very soon, and that the beginning of April, or even starting right now, it is going to be time for healing, time to heal from all these situations, leaving the past behind and moving forward into all the beautiful things that the universe has for you, group number 2. This is about sweeping away what you don't need anymore. Then you also have the flexible card. This card is all about being flexible in the sense of being open-minded and being able to adapt to new situations. And this also makes a lot of sense here in your reading, because I was telling you right at the beginning that you were a bit closed off for people. You were not opening yourself to people. You were not letting yourself being vulnerable and open to other people. And this card is really emphasizing the fact that you really need to sweep away all things that are no longer needed, which means the things from your past, the things that are keeping you from being happy and to pursuing this happiness and this new chapter in your life, in your love life more specifically, and also opening yourself to people. In every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and to learning new things, and not being so rigid. You have to really open yourself. I guess this is one of the main messages of this reading. And now finally, I'm gonna grab the Whispers of Love Oracle deck just to get a few final messages for your love life in April, group number 2. I think we have a lot of important messages already. I always like to sum up things a little bit, but I mean, I think I kind of already did that during the reading. But it's all about you leaving in the past the things that belong there and not letting them influence your present and your future, because there are beautiful things coming your way, group number 2. and it's starting in April. You might meet someone, or you might have already met someone, but you just are not opening up, or you're not letting yourself be vulnerable with that person. And the universe already gave you a lot of advices for the month of April, so make sure you take note of those and put it to practice. So your final messages are: be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Okay, so this is all about you letting yourself be vulnerable and being available to other people. Just like I was saying, because of something that happened in the past, or something that you feel that you're stuck to, you are not being yourself, you're not being authentic, you are not showing yourself to other people, you are not being the happy self that you are meant to be, group number 2. And this is the universe telling you that you should be true to who you are and how you feel. Imagine that you are falling in love with someone, but you feel scared and you are not sure whether you should take that step or not. But if you feel like you should, if you like that person, and if you want to embrace that opportunity, then why not? Why letting the past keep you from experiencing good things in life? Then you also have receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. So I feel like I've been wanting to say this. I think I only said it once and it was a little bit hidden behind all the messages. But I really feel like for some of you, group number 2, that is someone that is very, very interested in you. Someone that really loves you, someone who really sees you for who you are, despite the fact that you either are pushing them back or not really letting that person in. But that person really shows you that love and appreciation that you need. And I mean, if that's the case, group number 2, stop procrastinating and overanalyzing. Get clarity on what you desire and move forward. I'm going to end the reading right here and leaving you with this message in specific and with all the other messages that you received during this reading, group number 2. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Don't forget to like the video if something resonated. And if you wish to, leave me a comment down below letting me know what you thought of the reading, if something resonated, because I always like to see what you think of the readings, and the things that really resonated with you. You know, I always try to reply to all of your comments, and I also love receiving your support, and I am going to take this chance to thank you all for that. And yeah, thank you so much for being with me today, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye. Hi, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. So let's see what's your first message. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So what a beautiful card. What a lovely card to start off the reading, group number 3. I don't think there is much to say about this card, to be honest. I'm going to rely on the next couple of cards that we take from this deck to really give me more clarity on your situation for April regarding your love life. But what I feel and what I can say right off the bat is that you are all, or most of you are people that are really enjoying themselves in their current relationship. And even if things are a bit shaky, or you're not in your best moment of your relationship, April will be a time for you to really light that love again, light up that relationship, given that spark again, and because you feel, and you are going to feel, that through each other you find the missing pieces. Are going to feel more connected. So I can say from this card that you are going to feel closer to your loved ones, to your person in particular, in the month of April, which is just amazing. So just like I said, I really want to see what other messages are coming to complement this one on your love life in April. Group number 3. Okay, one fell down. I'll grab it in a second. Let me try to get another one. Okay, this one was an accident. I wasn't supposed to fall. So you have transformation and sexual union. Wow, group number 3. I bet that these are great messages for you to receive regarding the month of April. And this final card here, I think it really makes sense with the finding the missing pieces. I feel like your relationship is going through a transformation, or is going to start going through a transformation in April, in the sense that you are going to get into that feeling of you are meant for each other and you really complement each other. I think it's all going to be about you deepening your connection, and this connection being transformed in all levels, which is just amazing. Because you have the transformation card right here, which says your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So I think love is definitely going to be an important thing, and an important part of your life. In April, group number 3, I'm not just saying this because it is a love reading. Then you also have sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So, I feel like for some of you, one of the things that is going to bring up that spark again is the way you interact with each other sexually. Maybe there is going to be some kind of transformation at that level. I don't know what. I think it's going to be different for all of you, or I am sure it's going to be different for all of you. So I'm not going to get too much into that. I just feel like this card is here to really sustain the idea that there is going to be a transformation in your relationship that is going to deepen your feelings for each other. You are going to feel like you are more connected, and that you are going to understand each other better. And I believe that this card is also important for some of you, because this transformation will be mostly regarding your sexual life, because I feel like that is going to be where you are going to be improving the most. I'm not saying that is for all of you. Again, this is going to be just for some of you. But yeah, I think that for the first messages, I mean, you're going to have a very good month of April, group number 3, in your love life, because it's only positive things so far. Now I'm gonna grab the tarot deck. That's what I'm starting to shuffle already, and let's see what other messages we can get. So group number 3, love life, April. Okay, that's a lot. Just gonna get the first one as usual. Okay, so you have the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Two of Wands. So you have a lot of Wands cards. So that means a lot of fire energy, which makes a lot of sense, having in mind that this is a love reading and that you got very fiery cards right on the first deck. But I'm going to start with this card right here, the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is about doing good things for other people. And I think that in this case, this could mean that you and your partner are going to find ways to really help each other and to support each other, which is going to deepen your connection in April. Let me just read what's here. The good you do comes back to you. An unexpected inflow of abundance. Borrowing wisely or paying off a debt. Sharing your wealth with others less fortunate. I think that in your case, this card is, just like I said, all about doing good things and receiving good things back. It's all about receiving that abundance and embracing that abundance, which in your case, I feel like it's more about the connection that you are building with your person, the deeper connection that you are building. And I feel like for some of you, this could also be financial, in the way that your person is going to give you something that you really wanted for a while, or they are going to surprise you with a beautiful gesture. And yeah, but I think that's just for some of you. The main message is that you are going to be helping each other out on your personal issues, and you are going to help each other finding more balance and harmony in your life, and that is definitely going to bring you together. Then you also have the Page of Wands, which describes an enthusiastic, optimistic, and creative person. Or if this is not representing a person, it is all about creativity and optimistic points of view and great ideas, new and exciting opportunities. Just like it says, allowing your creativity to soar, do things that fuel your passions, finish what you start. This card is all about passion. I feel like you guys feel a lot of passion for each other. I feel like that passion is going to grow during the month of April. I feel like most of this group is taken, so it's either in a relationship or married or been together for a long time. I don't know what it is, but you are all going to feel very much in love in April. For those of you who are single, you are either going to meet a very enthusiastic, creative, and passionate person in April that is really going to show you a lot of beautiful gestures and take care of you in a very good way. Or for those of you who are single and are not really looking for someone else, I just feel like you are going to be going through a transformation in April, in the sense that you are going to find a new way, to get a new opportunity in love, or maybe you are going to dedicate yourself to something that you've been wanting to do for a while. But again, for most of you, I feel like you have someone in your life, despite the fact you are in a relationship or not, but you do have someone in your life, or at least you have someone in mind. So this will suit you quite well. Then you also have the 10 of Wands. Working too hard or too many hours, the need for balance in life, let others help you, health problems due to stress. So, one thing that I noticed right at first, when I said that you have 3 Wands cards and only 1 Pentacles cards, Pentacle card, I saw a little bit of an imbalance in your life, let's say, because when you have a lot of cards from one certain suit, that means that you're not balancing your other suits of cards. So in this case, you don't have any Swords cards or Cups cards. So that means that maybe your emotional side and your intellectual, more, I don't know, your thinking side, let's say, you're not paying too much attention to those, and you are maybe too focused on this connection that you have with this person, like the fiery part of it. You are a lot into this person and into this romantic relationship, and maybe this is just an advice from the universe for you to try to find that balance and to think with your head and with your heart as well, not just deciding things and doing things in the moment. Of course, that's also good, but I feel like there's a certain imbalance here. And despite this amazing feeling that the reading is giving me, and the messages are so strong and so passionate, I feel a lot of passion in this reading, group number 3, but I feel like you kind of can be, how do I say, a bit blinded for all this passion and excitement. The universe is really telling you to enjoy this, to take the opportunity to enjoy time with this person, to give your passion to this person, but to also be careful to not give too much, and to then leave your other areas of your life a bit unbalanced, and that could later on cause you a little bit of stress. So yeah, this is just a little advice from the universe. It's almost like a parent when it says, have fun, do whatever you like, go out with your friends, be with your boyfriend, but don't forget school, don't forget this, don't forget that. I feel like this is the universe kind of doing that role of have fun with all this, but don't forget about the other things. And then finally you have the 2 of Wands, taking the next step. So this means that April could be the month for you to take a next step, take the next step on your relationship, which is going to be different for all of you, of course. Bold and ambitious choices, partnering with others who share your dreams. Okay, so this first card right here, about embracing and finding the missing pieces with each other. I feel like some of you really enjoy traveling or doing bold things, and I mean, going crazy sometimes. I feel like you've found the person to do those things with, and this card really reinforces the idea that the partnership that you have with this person is really amazing, and that you should really feed that passion and deepen that relationship. And it also says expanding your plans and continue to move forward. So if you are seeing someone, if you are with someone, whatever the situation is, whatever is going on, the universe is telling you to, despite needing to have in mind the other areas of your life, you should go for it with this person, definitely. So now I'm gonna grab the Wisdom of the Oracle deck to see what other information we can get about your love life in April, group number 3. So one card fell down. Okay, so you have Yang and Deep Knowing. Okay, so I think it's really easy to connect these two cards with the rest of the reading, and there is not much to add, to be honest. This is just reinforcement of what I already mentioned. So this is the first card of the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. It's the Yang, which represents the masculine energy. So I really feel like there is a lot of passion and movement happening in your relationship. Things are moving, things are happening. There's a lot of excitement going on, and this card really reinforces everything that I saw here. It's about making the first move also. So if you are interested in someone and you've been wanting for them to take the first step, then maybe this is the sign for you to take the first step yourself. This card is only good things about your relationship, about your connection. And the Deep Knowing card is mostly about intuition, and just like it says, deep knowing. So I really feel like whatever it's happening, whatever is going on, and whatever is going to happen in your relationship, you have that intuition. You really know that you should do things right and really give your heart to this person. You feel it inside of you. So lastly, I'm gonna grab the Whispers of Love deck just to get some final messages. Wow, that was quick. Let's see what the universe has to end the reading. Turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. So I think this is just the universe telling you that you are so much into this person. You are so much into this that you dream about it all the time, basically. And you are really experiencing that love. If you are not experiencing this just yet, this is telling you to reflect on a time when you experienced love. So think of a time where you were in love. Think of a time when there was someone really taking care of you and giving you that love. Or maybe watch a movie about love. I don't know, do something that really turns on that light in your heart, that spark in your heart, and really gets you going on this love adventure, which I see is going to be absolutely fantastic, group number 3. Then the final card is Speak the Language of Love, which is such a beautiful card to close the reading. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. So make sure you pay attention to the way you communicate with this person, or the way you communicate with the person that you're interested in, or the people that you meet and that you are interested in something else. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives. And just like the universe says, it's going to change yours. So the way you speak to this person that you love and that you're into is going to change things, and to take things to a deeper level. You know that deep conversations connect people and take relationships to a different level. And I feel like that's what's going to happen with most of you, group number 3. Okay, so I feel like I've said everything that I could, and I passed on to you all the messages that I received from the universe. Most of them very, very passionate, very fiery. I felt that little tension during the whole reading, which is very interesting. I think I've never had such a passionate and loving reading. The reading was not so much about love itself, it was really passion. So I am very curious to know about your situation, group number 3. So if you want to tell me about it in the comments below, feel free to do it. I will try to reply to all your comments. I think this was a very interesting reading. I've never done such a passionate reading, so I hope I did it more or less well. If not, I will try my best to improve on the next reading. But besides all that, don't forget to like the video if something resonated, and if you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to also leave a comment down below if you want to, of course, letting me know also what resonated, how you felt about the reading. I always like to know what you thought, and I always try my best to reply to all your comments. Thank you so much for being with me today. Thank you so much for all the support, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.